I'm not teaching, I'm publicly learning. Hi and welcome to Learning for the Life Educators, part 381. Glossary part 17, while doing morning stretching, and if you participate in morning stretching, that's at your own risk. We know by sentence, and here we haven't said that it is from the law. So sentence means in legal terms a punishment imposed by a court. So someone can be sentenced to pay $50. We have it here, one word mentioned. Magistrates decide the verdicts of guilty or not guilty in each case that comes before them, and if a person is found guilty, the sentence that they are given. So the jury decides, consisting of these magistrates. These magistrates at the magistrate courts, they are deciding if a person is guilty or not guilty, and then what the sentence is. So what the punishment is. And a shadow cabinet that are senior opposition, MPs who challenge the government and put forward alternative policies. I'm not going to go over that again. Maybe later, but not now. It isn't worthwhile. The opposition, the leader of opposition of the second largest party, of the largest party which is not part of a coalition, appoints some people to be the shadow ministers, and they are pretending to be the ministers, and they are now forming a shadow cabinet, and they are thinking about what could be done better than the real cabinet is doing it. Then there is the sheriff, again in law and legal context, that is a judge in Scotland. So the judge in Scotland is called sheriff, and there are the sheriff laws. Let's go over the civilian things here, the civilian laws courts. Civil courts, that are the high courts. So for civil cases, it are the high courts. In Scotland, the Court of Session. For civil disputes, personal injury, family matters, breaches of contract and divorce, civil dispute, the county courts. So civil cases, large compensation claims. High courts, civil cases, large compensation claims. Civil cases, let's make the power under the cases. Civil cases for high courts or the Court of Session, and civil disputes, county courts or sheriff court. Slavery, that is a system in which people bought and sold other people's slaves who were forced to work without pay. There's still slavery in the world today. Slavery is a system in which people had bought and sold other people who were forced to work without payment and without personal rights. Let's go over the endpoints here. So there were the Quakers who formed the first formal anti-slavery groups at around 1780, 1790. Then there was, for example, William Wilberforce, an evangelical Christian, and all over the abolitionists. Maybe we're going to ask just that. Who are the abolitionists? The abolitionists, so to abolish slavery, the abolitionists, they succeeded in turning the public opinion against the slave trade, which was made illegal in 1807. And in 1833, the slaves in the British Empire were freed, and the United Kingdom made efforts to stop the trade slave all over the world. Slave trade. A sonnet. A sonnet is a poem which is 14 lines long and rhymes in a particular way. Yes, we're going to take it that way. As a poem which is, I have looked further, I found nothing contradictory to that. Sonnet, that is a poem which is 14 lines long and rhymes in a particular way. We haven't printed one here in the book. It are basically the first 2 lines. I think we have also special things, and then when we're following it, then another 10 lines, and the last 2 are then also, they are a bit longer, they are recapitalizing it a bit and leading a bit to a conclusion. It's just a 14-line long text, isn't it? We had nothing to do. Yes, it was mentioned that William Shakespeare was doing them. For example, yes, we know that Shakespeare, one of his sonnets is The Darling Buds of May. Where out of it starts with the, I don't know, there's The Darling Buds of May in the sonnet, and it is the sonnet, should I compare it to a summer day? Not 18, is it? Should I compare it to a summer's day? The Darling Buds of May. And then there is the speaker, that is the member of the House of Commons who controls the way issues are debated in Parliament. If the pronunciation is on the I, why not write it in uppercase? Parliament is written in uppercase, why not issue? The member of the House of Commons who controls the way issues are debated in Parliament. So the speaker is in the House of Commons, and that is not selected, and the person controls how the debates are going. The speaker is neutral. Chosen in secret ballot. And the speaker makes sure that the opposition also has a guaranteed amount of time to debate issues which are chosen. So the speaker, that might be what to ask. Now we're going to do morning stretching, and if you participate in the morning stretching, on the screen, we're not going to do anything new. If you want to go on with the glossary part 18, the next part, you can go to the next part. Having the legs standing a bit more shorter than wide apart, and we're breathing in and going slowly down. And out. In. Now the legs standing wide apart, breathing in and lifting the arms up. And breathing out to one side. And breathe in and open rib cage. And in. Breathing in. And out to the other side. And in. And open rib cage. Next exercise, we're breathing in. On one hand, slides down the leg. The arm shoulders system. Breathing in. And everything down. Breathing in, open rib cage. Breathing in. And out. Our hands slide on the neck. focus this down. Breathing in. Now we take the elbow. Breathing in over the ribcage. Back in. And out. Feet are staying together. Breathing in, lifting up. Out, one and out. Breathing in, reach. Out, one and out. Breathe in, reach. In. Out, right, down. Breathe in, reach. Breathe in, reach. Out. And your arms. Exhaling with half, breathing in. And out, hanging down. And we're only helping to come deeper down by breathing deep in through the nose to the chest. And we're breathing out from the mouth. And again. And out. Again in. And out. Again in. And out. Again in. Out over to our leg. Breathing in. And out over to the other leg. Breathing in. And out. And in. Out in the middle. Breathing in. Out, we're coming slowly up around back, making the top backwards. Now legs are standing together and we're going in and down. Breathe in. And again, just keep breathing. And out. Again. And out. Again. And out. And last time in. Now we're coming slowly up, roll back, making the top backwards, shoulder. Now the legs standing by the back. They are breathing up down. And out. Again in. Out. Again in. Out. Again in. Out. Close the legs. That was morning stretching. Thank you very much, and until next time.